Why did Frodo have to leave Middle-earth at the end of Lord of the Rings? The essence of Frodo's departure from Middle-earth is all about healing and rest. The guy went through what can only be described as the ultimate burden, and came out the other side changed, and not entirely for the better. You see, bearing the ring isn't like toting around your enormous keychain because you're the designated key master at your work. It's more of a soul-crushing, will-sapping, corrupting force that's quietly chomping at your mental health bite by bite, with a side of ominous whispering about power and whatnot. Frodo carried that super-dense hunk of evil around for a good while. And even though he did manage to toss it into the fires of Mount Doom, well, with a little involuntary help from Gollum, he didn't really walk away. The scars ran deep, both physically from stabs, bites, and the loss of his finger, and psychologically from the endless torment and dark passenger in the form of that ring. PTSD is an understatement in his case. So at the end of all things, when the heroes are throwing back pints and getting some much-needed R&R, Frodo simply can't fully partake in the jovial activities. The Shire, as beautiful as it is, in all its pastoral glory of green hills and cozy hobbit holes, isn't a balm strong enough for his sort of hurts. Enter the Grey Havens, your gateway to the Undying Lands, a place of healing and respite where beings like elves and exceptional guests like Frodo can find peace. It's a spiritual spa retreat that never ends, sort of like Portland's relentless pursuit for relaxation, only with more immortality and less rain. For Frodo, boarding that ship is the beginning of a lifelong retirement package deal from all the earthly Middle-earth struggles. And let's be honest, if you had journeyed through a war-torn realm with a jewelry piece whispering of power and despair into your ears, you'd probably need a breather too. Those tranquil shores of the Undying Lands represent more than just a physical change of address. It's a narrative symbol of moving on from the wounds of the world, a fantasy-booked one-way ticket to peace of mind. And maybe that's something we can all relate to on some level, getting away from it all to find healing. For me, in Portland, it's about the forests, the mountains, and the occasional glimpse of Mount Hood on the horizon that provides a slice of that peace. So, in the end, Frodo left because Middle-earth was simultaneously his home and the place of his deepest traumas. He needed more than what his home could offer. He needed to heal in a place untouched by the darkness he had fought so hard to defeat. Sometimes, to save something you love, you have to say goodbye to it. That's what Frodo did. It was the hardest choice, but perhaps the most necessary one.